Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog, and today we are going to talk about pro tips. That's right, tips that the pros know about Walt Disney World, visiting Walt Disney World, things you really need to take stock of before you head over to Disney World on your next vacation. So for this, we went back to our Instagram users, our Instagram followers. They did such a great job, the cast members there, giving us tips, things that we should definitely know, that the cast members want us to know, that we decided to ask for pro tips as well. So all of these folks have been to Disney World, learned as they went, and gave us their pro tips. And some of these, believe it or not, now some of them are stuff that you've probably heard before, but they're still important to take stock of. But there are a lot here that are brand new, really innovative, interesting, good tips to pocket for your next trip. So let's get started. Okay, the first pro tip we have is to ask the PhotoPass photographers for magic shots. This is really fun. A lot of people have no idea this even exists, you guys. PhotoPass photographers and some PhotoPass stations and locations throughout the parks have what they call magic shots, which are shots that will superimpose a particular thing on your photograph. And some of them are pretty standard, whether they're balloons or Tinkerbell, but some of them are actually specific to the season. So one special magic shot, you were posing with a giant Dole Whip. Another special magic shot for the races, for example. You could hold a Disney character in your hand for a specific race. There's lots of fun PhotoPass magic shots. There are Frozen magic shots. There are Journey into Your Imagination in Epcot. Magic shots in every single park. Really fun and timely to what's going on in that park at that time. So definitely check out the magic shots. Ask your PhotoPass photographer about them. The next pro tip is to bring your own snacks and drinks into the parks. Now, of course, your own snacks and drinks are going to cost so much less than snacks and drinks in the park, especially drinks, which after that new price increase all over the parks, now your drinks are going to cost upwards of $4 or more if you get them in the parks. So tuck a couple of your favorite granola bars, bring your own water, and you will definitely save quite a bit of money in the parks for sure. Another great tip from our pros, take your time after the Magic Kingdom fireworks and avoid the crowds. After the Magic Kingdom fireworks, things are always a huge crunch as you try to get out. There's just literally thousands of people trying to get out the gates at the same time. So spend a little bit of time wandering around the park, maybe get in line for a ride right after the fireworks. If you get in line right before the park closes, you will still be able to ride. Or just take a few photographs around the parks, maybe shop a little bit, grab a quick snack, because the shops and maybe one or two dining locations will still be open after the fireworks just for a second. So wander around a little bit and enjoy yourself in an emptying park, and then you won't be fighting the battle and standing in those long lines for the buses, long lines for the monorails and the boats, and just fighting against those crowds. That's just a waste of time. You don't need to do that. There's other things in the park you can do even after the fireworks. Another great fireworks tip from a pro, if you're not into fireworks or parades, go on popular rides during the shows. If you've already seen the fireworks or the parade, or you don't care to see the fireworks or the parade, those are when those rides are going to be the least crowded and have the lowest lines, because everybody's watching the fireworks or everybody's watching the parade. I used this tip in Disneyland last week. I got to go on all of the Fantasyland rides, those rides that don't have any fast passes over there in Disneyland. Mr. Toad and Pinocchio and Snow White. I went on them during the fireworks because nobody was in line. Here's a good one for folks with those kiddos out there. Visit the restroom before or during the show, not after. Yes, anybody who's ever been to a movie or a Broadway show or any other kind of show knows that you definitely want to use the restroom beforehand. You don't want to wait till after, because then you're going to be standing in those long lines. So use the restroom before the fireworks. Don't wait until after the fireworks. Here's a great tip from another pro. If you have a Disney Visa card, they have Chase Disney Visa cards out there. And if you have one, you will actually get rewards as you spend money. So spend money in your regular life and you'll get those rewards locked up for your Disney Visa, and you can spend those anywhere in Walt Disney World. So this particular pro mentioned you should use your Disney Visa rewards at Food and Wine or other Epcot festivals. So that's a really great idea to sort of fund your festival budget, is to use your Disney Visa rewards. Here's another great card tip. You can buy Disney gift cards at Target or Costco or Sam's Club. At Target, you can actually use your Target card, so your Target red card, to buy those Target gift cards, and you will get 5% off of them. So that's a great tip. We've shared it on the channel before, but we don't share it enough, that if you buy those Disney gift cards at Target with your red card, you'll get 5% off those Disney gift cards. It's a great little deal until they figure it out and stop it from happening, but it's a great little deal. And you can also buy them at Costco or Sam's Club. I love this tip and I love to share it as much as possible. This one, if you can't get the advanced dining reservation or fast pass that you want, keep checking. This is absolutely 100% true. Definitely keep checking the My Disney Experience app or the My Disney Experience on your desktop computer for that advanced dining reservation or fast pass. A lot of times when things roll over at midnight, you may see that pop up in the system, or for a particular advanced dining reservation, maybe the day of, people will have canceled at that 24-hour mark. So you might find something pop up right after that 24-hour mark has passed. So you definitely want to keep checking. I know a lot of Orlando locals who will just sort of keep refreshing that fast pass page and will eventually get a same day Avatar Flight of Passage fast pass. So it is possible. It does happen. So keep checking. Now this one is so true. Bring a raincoat or a poncho. Absolutely 100% in Orlando. It could rain at any time, and especially if you're there anytime between spring and Christmas, it will probably rain just about every single day. So you want to bring that poncho or that umbrella or that raincoat or all three. I've used all three before, because buying them in the parks is really expensive and you don't want to do that to yourself. So plan ahead, watch the weather, bring that stuff with you. All right, if you have a little kid, if you have a young child, or someone who doesn't want to ride a particular ride that you're responsible for, you want to use Rider Switch. Many of the rides in Walt Disney World do have a Rider Switch program, which means you can go up to the cast member and say, I'm going to ride the ride while my husband stays with our child, and then I will come get the child and my husband will ride the ride. That way you don't have to stand in line twice for the same ride. It's a great system. You do have to stand in line once, so the first rider will stand in line, but when they're done and come out, the second rider will be able to ride without a line. Use mobile ordering. Yes, 100,000 times yes. Mobile ordering has saved me so many times from standing in these awful lines. Even on super, super busy days when you're even waiting a little bit for mobile ordering, when there's a kind of a little line for mobile ordering, the line for the restaurant itself is still much, much longer. And mobile order is, of course, through your My Disney Experience app on your phone, which is a free app. Mobile order is completely free as well. You do not have to pay any money to do mobile ordering in the parks or in the resorts. If you are dining at a location that offers mobile ordering, just use it. Use it. I don't know how to say it more emphatically. It's definitely a great system that has been so useful for me and my team and so many of our viewers and readers as well. So great tip. Book early breakfast reservations. This is a great tip. You can book your early breakfast reservations to get into parks earlier. If you book a reservation for before the park actually opens, you can get in there, eat your food, and then you are closer to the rides than anybody else outside the park, which means you could get in line first for those rides. And here's another pro tip as well. You want to make fast passes for rides starting a little bit later in the day, because at the beginning of the day at Rope Drop, those rides aren't going to have lines. So you're going to be able to ride a couple of the most popular rides right there at Rope Drop without a fast pass, and then you can use your fast passes for those more popular rides later in the day again, or you can ride other popular rides with your fast passes. I hope that makes sense. Speaking of fast passes, another pro tip that our Instagram followers sent over is that once you've used up your 3 fast passes for the day that you booked ahead, that you booked 60 days ahead, you can get more fast passes. A lot of people don't realize that A, fast pass exists, B, fast pass is free, and C, once you've used your 3 fast passes for the day, you can get more fast passes in that park. So definitely make use of that. You're not done after 3. You can get more fast passes that are available. So be sure to get on your My Disney Experience or go to the Fast Pass kiosk to book more Fast Passes. Can I say Fast Passes again? Probably not. Here's a really cool tip that a lot of people don't know about. If you are an annual pass holder or a Disney Vacation Club member, or you have a membership with another affinity group that gives you a discount on merchandise, there are several of them. if you're going to buy a bottled drink, buy your bottled drinks in the merchandise locations instead of at the like ice cream kiosks or popcorn kiosks, because at those merchandise locations, you're going to get a 20% discount on your bottled beverage. Great tip there. Don't buy your bottle of Coke when you get your popcorn out of the popcorn stand. Pop into a merchandise location and get a drink instead. Or buy a drink at your merchandise location in your resort before you head out to the parks that day. Here's a cool tip that I love. I always love sharing information like this. Think of the resorts around the Magic Kingdom as an extension and go explore them. A lot of people, believe it or not, don't know that you can go to the resorts if you're not staying there, and you absolutely can. Disney wants you to go to the resorts. They want you there because then maybe you'll love it so much that you'll stay there next time. The resorts around the Magic Kingdom are really fun to explore over there at Grand Floridian, the Polynesian, and the Contemporary, and of course Wilderness Lodge in Fort Wilderness. They're great to explore, especially if the park is super crowded and you just want to take a little break. Those are great places to go in the middle of the day when the parks are crowded. The resorts are not crowded, so go explore, have some fun, do a hidden Mickey hunt, grab some lunch, and explore those resorts. Great tip. All right, here's a good tip for those budget-minded folks out there. Put the money you budgeted for food on a Disney gift card. That way, you're not going to spend more than you expected. Put it on a Disney gift card. You'll be able to see the balance after you buy something, and you'll be able to budget a little bit better maybe than if you were just using your Magic Band or your credit card. And here's a good tip that may apply to some of you. Your arrival and departure days. Depending on how long you're going to be in Orlando for those days, you may not need park tickets. So a lot of people automatically book park tickets for every single day they're there. But consider not spending the money on the park ticket for the day you arrive or the day you depart. And there's a lot of other activities in Disney World that aren't park related. You can go to hotels, you can go to Disney Springs, you can do a lot of other activities around the resort like mini golf, other things like that. And so that will save you that arrival and departure day ticket cost if you're probably not going to be able to be in the parks that long anyway on those days. So plan to do other things on your arrival and departure days. We have a great video right here all about suggestions for your arrival day. Like I said, resorts, Disney Springs, you can definitely save some money and still have a great Disney day, even without being in the parks. And this one is definitely true. Portable phone chargers are lifesavers. Absolutely. Bring your portable phone charger, whether it's just a tiny lipstick charger or a big, huge charger that has like 7 charges in it. Definitely bring a portable phone charger. If you don't bring one and you're stuck and you lose phone or iPad battery, because I know those of you who have little ones, sometimes you need that iPad charged up really quick. Is that just me? No. Then there are fuel rod stations around the parks and resorts as well, where you can actually rent a fuel rod and charge up your device that way. And then you can just kind of keep replacing that fuel rod with charged up ones throughout your stay. Now, here's a couple standard ones that it's always good to have reminders. Wear comfy shoes. Absolutely. Don't wear your new cute shoes that you just got. It's not going to end well for you, I promise. Bring shoes that are broken in, that you've worn for miles and miles before. Those are the ones that are going to stick by you and not give you blisters and just horrible results from walking, 10 miles in a park every day. Using the My Disney Experience app. I know we're like a broken record here, but seriously, you guys, you can do everything on that app. It's so useful and so beneficial, so download it ASAP. Bring your own water bottles. Bring your own water bottles in the park. As you know, you can get free water at every counter service location. So they'll give you a cup of water, but of course there won't be any lid or straw. So bring your water bottle and dump it in, and then you'll be able to just slide that in your backpack or throw it in your park bag, and you won't have to worry about actually having to carry it around and not spill it the whole time. We got one pro telling us to be sure to schedule your days in advance. This is kind of important. I know that people love to be spontaneous in Disney World, and that spontaneity is kind of dying with the booking fast passes 60 days in advance, booking restaurants 180 days in advance. You have to book all of your events and hard ticket things and everything just far in advance. But it does make sense to plan ahead. Figure out what parks you want to go to on which days, where you're going to be dining, what evening shows you want to see, because they're not all shown every single night. And so it's good to plan ahead. Absolutely. So go ahead and make sure that you've got at least a cursory plan before you head to Walt Disney World. You will not regret it. So there's a couple of great pro tips from our Instagram followers, people who have been in Disney World many, many times and have learned their lessons. I hope these are helpful to you guys. As always, we've got these in a PDF for you and a couple of extras that I didn't mention here because our Instagram followers sent us a lot of great pro tips. And so we've got all of these plus a few extras over on disneyfoodblog.com/pro tips. And you can see the whole list there. Just sign up for our free newsletter and you will get the list right in your inbox. So again, thanks to all of our friends on Instagram, everybody who responded and gave us these great pro tips. We really do appreciate you. And of course, we appreciate you following us on social media and sending us all of your great park finds. It's awesome. I learned so much from my followers and my readers and my viewers every single day. I really feel like Disney Food Blog is a true community and I can't do it without you guys. So thank you so much for sending me all that great stuff. It's so helpful and beneficial and we do learn so much from you. Okay, well, I hope that's helpful, you guys. This is AJ for Disney Food Blog, and we will see you real soon.